Hello and welcome to a brand new series of Key Insight, your weekly source of entertainment and information from around the UK. I'm Harry.
And I'm Matt. We've got a spectacular show for you today. Let's take a look at some of the highlights on today's show. Coming up on today's show, we've got Ryan telling us about his attraction House of the Dead, which has come to Manchester. With the current makeup craze that's sweeping across social media, we thought we'd pop in and visit local makeup artist Molly Roush over her future skills, who's going to be showing us her best spooky makeup skills in time for Halloween.
We've also got Mitch Mims on the show, a worldwide Michael Jackson tribute dancer. Now he's come by today to teach us some moves in the studio whilst performing a very special version of Thriller and to talk to us about his next new gig.
Mess is here in the studio today as well with a roundup of all the latest gossip news from the UK all the way to the USA.
And to close the show we've got a performance from a surprise musical guest, so do not miss it. Sounds like quite a jam-packed show, don't you think, lads?
I think it sounds pretty packed.
Absolutely. But first let's head over to MediaCityUK where Mez has been asking members of the public to take a look at the new £5 note and test whether it is really indestructible.
Good afternoon, sir, and what's your name today?
My name's Robert Keown.
Ross.
My name's Amber.
And I'm Emma.
My name's Hannah.
I'm Amy. I'm Hannah.
So what do you think about the new fiver?
This is the first time I've seen it. Obviously a lot smaller than the old one. We've also got the same up in Scotland.
It feels fresh, but the thing is, it doesn't look like real money. That's the only thing.
Monopoly money.
Yeah, I took mine back when I got it out of Holding Wall to the bank. I don't think it was real.
I kind of think it looks like toy money. Anything that goes through the washing machine and survives is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. It's going to take a bit getting used to.
It's really good in your back pocket or when you go on nights out. You're not going to get damaged.
And have you heard about the new Twitter movement?
No.
No, I have not.
No, I haven't. What's that?
Okay, so that's where people are donating their first fivers to charity. Would you consider that?
If I had one, yes I would.
Potentially. Yeah, why not?
If I'd have known about it, yeah.
Yeah, I would have done it if I'd known about it.
I've just used it. I just used my first £5 note, so I couldn't do that one.
So we're going to do a tear or dunk challenge where you are going to attempt to destroy the indestructible. So, would you prefer to tear or dunk today?
We'll dunk them, yeah.
I think we'll tear.
Dunk.
Oh, I'm a terror.
Absolutely solid.
That's not going to tear.
No way.
Pretty interesting, you know. I mean, I've got a £5 note here.
Have you
Have
actually?
you tried ripping it or anything yet? Give
I
that a go.
haven't.
You can't do it. I mean, I don't have any water here, but they really are indestructible. But like the lady was saying,
Have a good
it
shot.
feels a little bit like paper money as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go, new £5 note. I'd now like to welcome our first guest onto the show. Now he is a self-proclaimed king of horror here to talk to us about the return of horror attraction House of the Dead and its brand new home here in Manchester. Please welcome Ryan. Thank you very much for joining us. How are you today?
Great to be here. Very well, thank you.
So, Rhys, how long have you been working in the industry?
The acting industry, oh my days, it's been my entire life. It's everything that I've ever done, everything I pretty much know how to do, really. House of the Dead came about 2 years ago, and I was working at Coronation Street at the time. A very good friend of mine who's on the show, a guy called Andrew Lansell, pretty much said to me, I've got just the role for you. I know something that is going to be absolutely perfect for you. The story of House of the Dead is all based on a giant emporium, and the owner of the emporium, which is played by me, has literally amassed over hundreds and hundreds of years all these horrors and nightmares and literally put them all into his museum. And then I'm going to invite the people of Manchester to come and to see what horrors are awaiting behind my
Sounds
doors.
absolutely
It's
terrifying.
fantastic. We love it. The more screams we get, the better. Seriously.
So what is House of the Dead, and sort of how did it come about? What's involved?
House of the Dead is an interactive horror experience. So I think in the UK, Halloween has just gone so crazy. It's outselling the likes of Easter, bonfire night. People like to be scared, so people can come and pay, and they can literally come face to face with their fears. So this year we've taken it even bigger. We've gone into Printworks. We're literally right at the side of the Odeon, above Prezzo. So there's a main entrance. You'll see House of the Dead, and people can come into us, and they'll walk through mazes. They'll come face to face with nightmares. You know, we've got cannibals in there. There's demons. It's paranormal. We've got ghosts. We've got you know, everything that people are terrified of. Dare I say there might be a couple of clowns in there, which is great for us. I mean, it's been brilliant.
Reece, thank you very much for coming in. Just quickly, how can people get tickets for House of the Dead?
Yep, if you want to come and see us and want to be scared, they literally go to houseofthedead.com. Everything's there. Tickets are on sale for Kent and for Manchester at the moment, and you can also buy tickets for Commune, which is our scare room based on the Blair Witch Project and that kind of style of horror. And people can just come in and let us scare the life out of them.
Well, I'm sure that we'll all be paying you a visit here
Brilliant.
at Quay Insight. James, Reece, sorry, thank you very much for coming. Let's take a look at you in action.
Wait, somebody help me!
Yeah, it's time to head over to Sophie at Future Skills, who's with makeup artist Molly Rose.
As you can see, I'm joined here today with the amazingly talented special effects makeup artist, Molly Rose. Now, tell us, how did you get into the makeup field?
So I've always done makeup for my friends and family and things like that, and then I got a job on a makeup counter, which really helped develop my skills. And then I started doing it at university as well, so it's just all gone from there really.
Cool. So, with Halloween fast approaching, what would you say is the most popular look for 2016?
I think people are getting really creative this year, so anything like candy skulls and skulls, things with gems incorporated into it, and a lot of face painting, so it's really arty this year.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. What would you say is your favourite look and why?
I'd probably say I'm quite inspired by drag makeup, so I really like the drag makeup looks that are coming out this year. Anything really arty and drag inspired, I absolutely love. So, yeah.
Cool. Are you okay to talk us through the products that you're going to be using today?
Yes, I'm going to be using some basic special effects really, some things by Ben Nye, some creams and things like that, and then some fake scab blood, things that you can get from arts and crafts shops really.
Cool. And obviously with wearing a lot of makeup on our faces like day after day, it's important to keep our skin healthy. What would you say is a good sort of regime to keep it in a healthy condition?
So I'd say it's really important how you take your makeup off, so not just using wipes, using special cleansers and things like that, and also using a primer underneath your foundation so it really takes care of your skin.
Cool, I'll be sure to remember that. Now, back to the studio for some thrilling music. We'll see you guys later when we meet in the makeup studio to see the finished look.
We'll pop back a little later, Sophie, to see what our model's new scary face looks like. I can't wait for that one.
Absolutely. Now, our next guest has performed worldwide as a Michael Jackson tribute dancer. Please welcome to the show, Mitch Mims. Mitch, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic. So, Mitch, how long have you been doing this whole Michael Jackson impersonation thing?
Oh, well, I probably started getting into Michael when I was about 9. Like, I saw Smooth Criminal and I thought it was so creative and so different than anything I'd ever seen before. And so I started practicing, copying the videos that I had of him. And but when I got to the age of about 15, I started thinking, because that was when Michael unfortunately passed away, and I started thinking, you know what, it's about time now I started trying to make something of this. And from then on, it's just built up, and now I'm doing it as like a proper little side job.
Absolutely, so. Like you said, just as a side job, you travel quite a lot with it now, don't you?
Yeah, I finished college 3 years ago, and I went straight to Cyprus for 3 months. Did a few gigs every week there in Cyprus, and past couple of years I've been going to Zante because Cyprus was good, but Zante was much better. So I thought, why risk going anywhere else when I know I'm going to have a good time there? And the Christmas just gone, I just did a couple of weeks in Austria as well. So it's different coming off from a gig and not being hot and dripping with sweat and go out to the cool, Alp kind of weather, and it was nice.
Amazing. Well, Mitch, you're going to give us a very special performance now, so we'll let you go and get ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys.
And now, with his amazing Thriller performance, Mitch Mims.
Lurking in the dark, under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze, and someone looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed. Oh! To run, you feel a cold hand and wonder if you'll ever see the sun. You close your eyes and hope that this is just imagination. Girl, but all the while you hear a creature creeping up behind. You're outside. Oh.
funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
Amazing. Mitch, thank you so much for coming in today. That was sweaty. I love that. That was absolutely incredible. So you're going to teach us how to moonwalk.
I am.
You could do a bit of dancing.
First, let me give you that.
You've got the hat. I've got the glove.
Amazing.
So go ahead when you're ready.
Right. Guys, honestly, it is really simple. You wear one foot on his tiptoes, one foot on the heel.
Right.
Yeah?
Yep.
And you use all your weight on your leg that's on the tiptoes to slide your heel back.
Amazing.
And then you switch.
Yep.
And then do the same again. But after time, once you get that bit right, it stops looking a lot robotic, like change.
Yeah.
Make it a bit more fluent.
Look at that. Like he's in the room. So, Madge, go on, you have a go then. I'll let you go first.
All right.
Ladies first.
Ooh.
That's like fifth on a Friday night.
That's smooth, isn't it?
Right, here we go.
Well done, man. Oops. Damn!
That's crazy.
Boys been holding out on me.
Mitch, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for
It's
having
been a
me.
pleasure. I think the dancing was amazing. Right, so we're going to go back to Sophie, who's going to give us our makeup reveal.
I was working in a lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his lab began to arise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash. He did the mash, did the monster mash. From a laboratory in the castle east, the monster bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls okay from the humble abodes to get a job from my electro roads. Who's that? He did the monster mash. Oh, it was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash, did the monster mash.
The
Oh.
zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included the Wolfman, Dracula, and his son.
The scene was rocking, they were digging the sounds. With Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the cryptic vibe.
Wow, it looks so realistic. Do you think this is something our viewers can do at home?
Yeah, I do think so. This is just some basic prosthetics moulding using some scar wax, and there are so many tutorials online and on YouTube that show you how to do exactly this. So yeah, I do think so.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Molly. You've been amazing. To find out where you can see more of Molly's work, please visit the link below. Now, back to the studio with the news of Mez.
It's a rap. It's a freaking monster mash.
Hello, I'm Mez, and here with a roundup of all the latest gossip and entertainment news right here on Quay Insight. Christmas classic Elf is coming to the Larry in 2017 as a Christmas musical. This family favourite is soon to be booked, so if you're interested, make sure you get your tickets, and I know I'll be going. Next up, Bruno Mars is about to kick off his 24K Magic World Tour, and his UK leg of the tour starts in April. The unorthodox jukebox star announced that he will be embarking on his world tour on his Twitter and Instagram pages, and tickets go on sale soon. Now, a petition has been circulating around social media in a vow to close shops on Boxing Day. The petition has reached nearly 200,000 signatures already and was created by Ian Lapworth, who thinks shops and supermarkets do not need to be open on Boxing Day. I agree. What do you think? Let me know on Twitter at Quay Insight. That's it for the roundup today. Now it's back over to the studio.
And now we have an amazing up-and-coming band. Please welcome to the show, Tamsin. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. How are you doing?
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, the first question I'll ask you is, how did all this start? Tell us a little bit about your back history to where you are today.
Yeah, it all started a few years ago when I moved to Manchester from London. I moved up here and I was looking to start another band, a new band, which is when I almost accidentally ran into Joel.
Yeah. So 3 years ago, I started work at a bar. And it was by fate really that we sort of met, because I was in one bar and they transferred me to another one, and I saw Mike just there and I went, hey, I reckon you like music. And he went, yeah. So he got me in a band, and I said, right, okay, I'm a drummer. He went, yeah, I need a drummer. And then from there we sort of rehearsed. And then I got my mate Phil, who knows plays guitar, so get him in as well.
Give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yeah, we struggled for a couple of years to first.
Yeah, you were awful. No, you were.
And then you needed a singer, so I guess this is where you come in.
Yes, last year I moved to Manchester, even though supposedly I was initially going for London, but my girlfriend studies at the University of Manchester, and also Manchester is the city of most of my favourite bands, the Smiths, Stone Roses, Joy Division, Oasis. And yeah, Michael texted me, we rehearsed a few songs and we stuck together.
Amazing. And then Zach, you've come in for the very recently, kind of around about a month or so. How did you get into in the band?
I started at the University of Salford in September, so I was looking for a band to join, and I saw the music video for Things Change, and there wasn't a bass player in the video.
Yeah, sisters.
Then you just got in touch and then
gave the message.
Fantastic.
This is us.
There we go.
You're here now. Amazing.
And you guys just released a new single called Things Change. That you're performing for us here today. Tell us a little bit about the song.
It's from our self-titled EP, our debut EP. So it's one of our favourite tracks. But we recorded that at the Motor Museum in Liverpool. So it's something we've been working towards for a long time. Something we can finally release to people. And, you know, not just scrappy demos or anything like that. It's something we can actually be proud of and say, this is us.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. You're going to head off now to our band area and perform, so we'll let you go and get ready.
Thank you.
Here to perform their new single, Things Change. Please welcome Tamsin.
Says they have to miss the old days. We used to love to. We knew so much, we knew nothing. We knew we'd be nothing. I don't know why I keep letting you down. Sometimes you have to get lost to be found. Things change, says they need to miss the old days. You had no to. We had so much, we had nothing. We had everything. I don't know why I keep letting you down. Sometimes you have to get lost to be found. How long have you felt this way? I know you can't stay. I feel it every day. I don't wanna stay. I don't know why I keep letting you down. Sometimes you have to get lost to be found.